up, Twitch? It's your boy PU2 coming at you on a Monday night. And adjust my camera without covering it up. There we go. It might as well be a Monday night. You know, time is relative. We like to play D&D on the Mondays, but, you know, sometimes we like to change it up. And I'm excited because I got the crew here together. And we're going to play some IBSTPSNIC. I built a Sandcastle this past summer. Now it's a campaign. A fun little adventure that's literally based off of a Sandcastle that I built this past summer. And I'm excited to be playing with these guys. It has been so long, and it is good to see their faces and hear their voices. So we are just so excited to have everybody here. Well, except for PS Sonic, who just lost him. Maybe we'll get him right back. Just a quick reminder, you can find PU2ASU on all the social medias. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all those, TikTok, all those places. We also have a Patreon. Check out our merch store. We still got some cool merch in there. You can find a link to that here on our Twitch page, and you can also find the link to our Discord here on our Twitch page. We encourage you to like and subscribe and comment any of your favorite streamers, and I hope that favorite streamer is this channel. Also, a quick reminder that you can do one Amazon Prime subscription a month, and we encourage you to consider this channel for that free Amazon subscription with Prime. All right, I got the crew here. Let's go around the table and do some check-ins. See what everybody's been up to. So I'll start with Climate Changer. How you been, buddy?
Good.
Good.
Busy, but good.
Good.
Built a greenhouse.
How did
cool.
that go? And what are you planning to plant in the greenhouse?
It went well. Took a while, but we got it done, and I have no idea what I'm going to grow in it. I just wanted to build one, and now have to make that decision. Probably some vegetables.
Weed. It's weed.
And probably some house plants that ferns. Ferns would be nice. Want to have a little place to escape to out there. Hopefully it's not too hot.
Could you put a D&D table in the middle of it? Like make
Asking
it
the real
very
questions.
lush.
You could, because it's like 6x7. I want to put
There you go.
I'm gonna put some like glow in the dark rocks in the bottom.
That's
too.
awesome.
Cool.
That's really cool. Because we could have like a jungle setup. We could have like, you know, misters and stuff. Giant vines.
For sure.
That's cool. Cool. What did you get into?
What a great idea.
It is. We need to talk about that later. What did you get into, Ledbet? Plug for your channel real quick. He's got a new video up, folks, from Game Observatory, the YouTube channel.
That's right. That's what I've been up to is editing like a madman and then not doing anything at all after I published, which is really nice. I've got like I'm just really enjoying my downtime.
That's great.
My latest video is about how economies are designed either by accident or on purpose in video games, and how often stupid that is, and why it ends up being stupid.
I don't want to encourage spoilers for that. I want everybody to check it out. But did you happen to mention EA at any point in your video essay? Because I hope you did, and address them boldly.
In a roundabout way. So
Okay.
One thing that kind of got cut on the cutting room floor is talking about how real life greed manifests in games these days. But it's gonna happen. It's just I've chopped this up into a series. So the first episode focuses on production. Next episode is going to be distribution, then trade, then consumption, and then the consumption part is going to also focus on the real life needless greed that comes from a lot of these AAA companies around like being able to buy microtransactions in single player games and that kind of stupid stuff. So. I've also got some exclusive content coming out for financial backers at the end of this week, so that's going to be fun. That's the first time I actually have people giving me money now, so that's kind of cool.
So where would we go to do that, Ledbet?
You can, just put a giant chunk of food in my mouth. You can...
Awesome.
I've got a
Hold on, let me answer that question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
OnlyFans where I eat. and very scantily clad cosplay. No.
There you go.
Maybe who one day we'll see. But I've got a Ko-fi if you want to check it out. You can find that at Ko-fi.com/Gameservatory. That's also linked in all of my socials and all my videos and stuff. So if you happen to check that out and you like my stuff and you got some extra funds to throw my way, I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, that's me. That's what I've been up to.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Well, that's exciting. I'm glad you are giving it to these big game companies that are getting all greedy with video games, and I support you and back you 100%.
Thank you.
Particularly if you start a rant on EA, I'm all about it.
There's a few little pokes at Ubisoft. The opening scene is very like, this is stupid. Why are you doing this?
Nice. I love it.
So, yeah.
I'm going down my cameras right now. So next up on the line is I got PS Zombie down there. I'm looking at. He is just coming off of a vacation. A little
Nice
vacation he's been on. So what else you been into, PS Zombie?
Oh, not too much. Just went down to Daytona and Orlando, visit some grandparents. Got very badly sunburned, unfortunately, but I've recovered since. Yeah, not too much otherwise. Been playing some Gotham Knights. Kind of fun, kind of repetitive, but I don't mind a repetitive game every now and then.
Sure.
Yeah. I was just reminiscing on the early days of World of Warcraft, selling stacks of copper for like unholy amounts of money, and like barely being able to justify playing the game because I was making so much money mining that I was just like running around the starting areas mining.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it was when they introduced gem crafting, because suddenly there was 3 different professions that required ore to, and copper was, obviously there's a lot more people starting a profession than there are people in the end game of a profession. So copper was like the first thing you needed. So suddenly there was a huge copper boom where it was incredibly valuable. So at the low levels, it was very profitable just to go around mining.
That's awesome.
That's fascinating.
Pretty interesting.
I may hit you up about talking about that because that may be something that I could kind of explore a little bit in one of these videos, if that's cool.
Yeah. And I think part of what kind of killed it a little bit was I think they restricted the auction house to individual servers when it used to be global. And I think that hurt the market because suddenly instead of selling to everyone who plays World of Warcraft, you're only selling to the people on your server, and they have to be, interested in getting copper.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes me
Fun
think
time.
of Eve.
Me too.
I play
Eve
a
Online.
lot.
That's the classic. I talk
Do you still
about
play?
that.
I don't play anymore. I like destroyed one summer just mining when I was younger.
Yeah,
Like,
I never
ended
played
up
it, but I always thought
extending
it
a
was really
war. I
fascinating.
joined a guild and accidentally extended a war, and everybody got mad at me.
Like you do. Like you do.
Yeah.
It
The
happens.
stakes are so high in that game. It's kind of
Yeah.
fascinating,
Yeah.
but it's also kind of, no offense, silly. Like, it's silly how high stakes that game is. But like people lose, they actually lose like so much money. It's wild.
Yeah. I mean, when you implement a game mechanic that allows you to pay for the subscription, if you're able to get it, it just changes the way the whole thing works, I feel like.
Sure.
It becomes like people are on there like it's a job,
Which, I feel like economists could study that game and like learn a thing.
Yeah, I
For
think
sure.
one of my favorite stories that I always tell from it, and I never played the game, so like I have limited understanding of exactly what happened. Basically, one of the top bankers like just walked away and took everyone's money at some point, very infamously.
Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, so like he ran one of the biggest banks, and then he was like, "Nothing's stopping me from just taking all this money." So he just walked away because there were no like
shit.
official institutions; it was all just player run. But one of the things he said, because people interviewed him after, is he was like, I just looked at banking laws. I saw everything that was illegal, and I did it. He's like, these things are illegal because they work really well. He's like, I ran Ponzi schemes. I lent money I didn't have. Like, I did everything you're not supposed to do.
Wow.
And it worked really well.
Yeah. That's incredible.
So, like,
Jeez.
it was really
And
kind of fascinating.
you could legit be like a spy. Like there was a whole sub meta game to like figuring out
How to
was
infiltrate.
somebody really playing in your guild, or were they like making a character from another guild? Yeah, you know,
Just
and
trying
infiltrating so they
trying
can
to
steal
access
all
your
your
guild
stuff.
bank or whatever. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Do crime, it works.
I mean,
That's our new
Sometimes.
tagline.
This is what we take away. Very cool, very cool. Alex, how you doing? I know you had spent some time with family. We were texting back and forth. Me and Alex have a tradition.
Yeah.
We have to text during the race. So we always text during the Sunday races.
That's
I
right.
missed the race. I forgot to watch it.
You did, and you
Oh,
missed a pretty
it was
good
a
one.
trip.
It was.
Yeah, but not good, man. I'll be in Martinsville this weekend, so that's exciting.
Heck yeah, you will.
So, and I think it's supposed to be, oh my gosh, his name. I'm totally blanking on his name. Hurt his ankle at the beginning of the season. Snowboarding accident.
Elliot, yeah.
Elliot, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Chase Elliott. Yeah, he'll be there. It's
Oh,
his first
really?
Sunday back, so that's
Oh,
exciting.
really?
Yup.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I have some things
Oh,
to
really?
say. I need to come now.
Dang. Yeah, I told you. Blow off family plans and come with. It'll
That's
be fun.
right. Well, that's
It'll-
awesome.
No way that'll get you in trouble. Yeah,
No.
but spending time with family and playing a little summer vacay and watching the races. So it's been, things are good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good deal. I have just been doing a lot of family stuff. We did celebrated Easter big at a big bash back where I'm from, and so that was fun. Recently got promoted at work. Hey,
Hey, nice.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Think it could be a good thing. It could also be a I'm bringing this back. I brought this. I had this running during our wild. We'll go with the air horn. The air horn's more exciting and less depressing. Wow, this is 17 seconds. That's a lot of dumb ways to die soundbite that I wasn't expecting when I hit play.
It reminds me of League of Legends.
It does, doesn't it? And then we had a fun Dota 2 stream, folks. Check that out. Me, Battle
Nice.
Armor, and Climate Change did that, so that was fun. So, just doing that. I think P saw me talked a little bit about what he's playing. I recently discovered NASCAR Heat, so I've been doing that. That's been fun for me. Playing on the PC. So I'm just, that's kind of what we've been up to. But we haven't been up to D&D much. So I'm glad everybody's here tonight, because we're going to right that wrong tonight. We're going to be doing some IBSTPSNIC. And let's go through the order really quick and remind everybody what you're playing as. Starting with Alex in reverse order.
Oh, you need to give me a second so I can remind myself.
No, buddy, it's
No.
all in.
What?
You
It's
gotta
just
go.
so much pressure.
Yeah.
No, I am. I'm playing Rathaga, lizard folk. He likes this group. He's spent most of his life in the swamp, so he's excited to be out here on adventure. But he's not a man of many words.
He's not.
But we may start seeing his magic side coming out over the next session.
Hey-o.
Yeah, stuff to look out for.
That's exciting. And then we also got PS Zombie. PS Zombie, what do you play as?
I am playing as Luca. He is half elf bard, and he's looking to move up in the world by any means necessary.
In addition to Luca, we also have Gerbil. Tell us about Gerbil.
Variable.
Gerbil.
Gerbil is he is a spooky little guy. I'm trying to remember what his
Spooky little guy.
spooky.
More like
Very
awkward.
accurate.
Yeah, very awkward. Let's see, I forgot what my like. Oh yeah, I'm a ranger. That's right.
Mhm.
So I'm basically just like kind of. I have a good sense of shooting things or hitting them, and I also like the
Fish.
dirt. So and I love fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big on the fish.
Yeah. I actually have a very like kindred like connection with the sea. So and all of the things within it.
Very nice. In addition to Lebet's character Gerbil, we also have Climate Changer. Climate Changer, what are you playing as?
I'm playing as Bagarath, the also spooky aberrant spirit. Basically a suit of armor.
And your class?
Paladin.
Paladin. So that's our crew. I'm PU2 I'm your DM. I'm gonna kind of catch you guys in on what we're playing really briefly, and then do kind of a quick recap of the most recent session, and hopefully we can get you caught up to speed. It has been a minute, but that's why I'm here, is to get us caught up. So if you got any questions, players, just shout them out. We'll play a little background music as we kind of introduce what we've been playing. IBSTPSNIC is I Built a Sandcastle This Past Summer. Now it's a campaign where we're set into the Kingdom of Sandtopia. Sandtopia is a giant sand kingdom that is surrounded by a lot of territory and different landscapes. What is big in the kingdom is the prophecy 6 kings till kingdom's end. If you remember, it's kind of a doomsday, apocalyptic prophecy where the kingdom will fall after its 6th reigning monarch. Right now we're on the 6th monarch in Sandtopia, which is King Rose. You guys met him. He was very what's the word? Eclectic. He's very interesting. Yeah. Bohemian.
Gregarious.
Different. Yeah. So you all decided that you would help him out because you went to the coast of Sandtopia to find a derelict vessel that you investigated. You thought it could be an invasionary force. Matter of fact, that's what the king wanted to believe. But when you investigated, you found out that was not the case. However, Luca and his crew still managed to convince the king it was an invasion force. You then forged the mountains to make friends with the mountain folk and challenged, forget his name, but he was the leader of the trolls and mountain folk. After things looked a little desperate, Bagarath was about to be pushed out of the challenge circle and you guys would have lost. But a little cheating on the side allowed you guys to pull out the win, and you all got branded with a mark of the mountain folk of the mountains to forge an alliance with them. You then came back into the kingdom of Sandtopia where some events happened. And that's where we are now. I timed that pretty well with the music.
Yeah, well played.
So I kind of said like there was an earthquake there towards the end as you guys were coming in, but I really kind of want to rewind that a little bit, redact that, to kind of take you guys through it bit by bit here. So let's put on some just general music.
You know what I appreciate, Gerbil? How stable the ground is right now.
Nice and steady.
I miss this. I'm glad that we have it. It's not often that the ground stays stable.
Is that a metaphor for our lives being so random, or are we literally on stable ground?
Yeah,
I feel
no.
like y'all may be tempting the fates a little here, talking about the ground.
No, I'm serious. Like I grew up in a bog, so like half the time my room was sinking about 6 inches into the water, and it's kind of nice to not have my feet be wet for more than 3 hours.
I don't know if I feel bad for him. I want to beat him up. I really don't. I don't know.
Good.
I'm just surprised
I
how
should have known.
how calm he is after having his face branded
Yeah,
not
yeah.
moments ago.
That's right. He's got the Mike Tyson burn mark on his like.
Was it on my
You
forehead or
took
was it
it
on my
straight
neck?
on the face, like on the cheek.
Yeah, I feel like it was on the cheek, like just.
Legend.
You know.
And it kind of looks a little welted and not so great. Like it kind of looks like it still hurts, and
Oh, sure.
it makes people passerbys as you guys come into the kingdom like wince a little bit, and like when they look at you, you kind of get awkward looks your whole life, just by
Sure.
nature of you being you, but. They can definitely tell it. This is really weird, and you look like you should be in more pain than you are.
I am in a lot of pain, but I keep getting a weird whiff of like pork rinds, and that made me happy. So, Piazzati, you're just like disgusting. Gross.
You guys notice something as you head into the castle gates. There's not a lot of traffic. You know, when you guys set out before to check out the coast, there was a pretty good amount of thoroughfare and street travel coming into the city. It's not the case now. And you know this to be the case that the king has tightened the borders since his concern for safety for the kingdom. So there's not a lot of in and out traffic. But you guys have this homemade badge because you were declared by the kingdom randomly as marshals. So you have a little like crudely made badge that has the king's seal on it that you use to go into a tavern, and I'm assuming you guys would display this, correct? Is kind of Luca, Gerbil, Bagarath, Roth, are you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. And then also a reminder to the players: some of you took the chevrons as well. As a reminder, Luca decided he would copy the chevrons. You guys took some of those chevrons yourself and labeled yourself with the chevrons that are markers of the servants of the royal castle. Luca, you have a tier 2, which is kind of the manager level people. And I think Gerbil and Rothaga, because I don't think Bagarath did, have the chevron 1. You later find out that this was a chevron belonging to the house of the queen. So you guys know the kingdom to be subdivided into 4 different kind of divisions. And the division that you were under with that chevron is the house of the queen. So anything related to the royal castles like kitchen and laundry and those kind of day-to-day operations of the house are very much under the queen, as well as public works, water, sewer, that kind of stuff that also is kind of under her division. So you guys roll into town. It's very bustly, very busy. You guys have an air of confidence about you. You tricked the troll Grog, and you were able to win the challenge match between Bagarath and him. Because of that, you got branded. Some of you got branded in very bad spots with the mark of the troll folk. So you were told explicitly that the alliance is with you all specifically. It's not symbolic of the support of the mountain folk to the king. It's just the mountain folk supporting you all. So remember that also, because that's a pretty clear distinction between the two. So as you come in, you see the bustling marketplace of the exchange court. Let me change to a different map on here for you so you can have that as we go into the kingdom. Dang it. Where did my map go? Aha. Okay. So there it is. You have the Great Gate. You come through. You're in the exchange court. That's where you all met. You feel a little nostalgic about your first meeting as Luca's servants, as you all just randomly showed up and became Luca's servants. and you are going around the exchange court. There's different bazaars and open air market kind of style booths. You're immediately drawn to one that's off to the side that's getting a shakedown. The captain of the guard, you remember him, Captain Drake. You technically report to him now directly with your marshal status. He is at a booth getting 2 individuals arrested, and some of the local militia are roughhousing them and escorting them away, while a few other militia soldiers are searching and ransacking the bazaar. Seems like some sort of nefarious activities has been going on here, and that the captain has gotten to the bottom of it. You remember Captain Drake to be very no-nonsense. He's a very, very tall and intimidating-looking half-orc. He turns to you, a little impressed that you seem to be marked, but at the same time suppresses that look of him being proud very quickly. But moves in closer to you all and notices that you are marked and that you've returned from your journeys. And you see him about to say something, and at that moment, you are struck with the surrounding surfaces starting to shake. Well, your feet below you start to shake.
Not again.
Yep, you.
I told you guys.
Around
I told you.
start to shake, and
I take my shoes off.
people start to panic and get upset, and some start to rush. A mob starts to form, and bits of the walls of the kingdom start to break off. The marketplace, like some marketplace stands where vendors are selling their items, are multi-tiered, so some of them start to topple over, and stuff starts to fall every which way, and you all start to lose your balance because the whole area seems to be shaking under you and beside you. With that, I need each of you to do a dexterity save, as you are now trying to avoid the debris from the marketplace that's falling around and the castle wall. Bits of rock and sandstone are coming off the castle wall. All right. Whoa, what is this like dark mode going on here? You guys noticing that, or is it just on my screen?
I think I have mine enabled too.
Yeah, mine's enabled.
I'm fine with it, but it's cool. But
For roll 20?
I was not expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay, Bagarath, your kind of form, I guess is the way to say. You don't really have a lot of like joints, I guess is the best way to put it. So you kind of like are just, your armor's just clanking, but you're able to avoid debris pretty easily. Luca, it's like you're a gymnast. You just flip around and you avoid some sandstone that is breaking off the castle wall fairly easy, not a problem. Rothaga almost dives into that instinct that he learned in the swamp to survive, and is able to slink around some debris that breaks off from a local stand in the marketplace. However, Gerbil trips himself up and falls flat on his face, right on his little tattoo he got as well, and takes a little fall damage. So not much. Just roll me a d6, and that'll be how much fall damage you take. Okay, you take 4. It's more than some small damage, but you
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask a little bit of a naughty question?
Mm.
to me or to the group?
To you,
Okay, what's that?
the DM. Is it possible Luca might see an opportunity to, I don't know, push the captain of the guard in the way of some debris or something? I feel like he's going to be an impediment to us, and I wouldn't mind being rid of him in the chaos.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm here for it.
Savage.
All right. We were starting off early on this.
His alignment just changed.
You can. He is. I mean, he's strict soldier, powerful guy in physical strength and stature. So
I'm not necessarily good at pushing.
you can for sure try, but he's going to be doing a roll against what you try. If you want to push him, like for example, he would, have good enough reflexes to not be taken by surprise. Your call, though. I've got a stat block right here.
I'm gonna decide if it's worth risking it, or we could try something more spell-based.
Usually in an event like an earthquake, everybody is not thinking about multiple things at once. But with you having such a good save, I'll say that you get an opportunity to do something if you want.
I think I won't.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, cool. The earthquake breaks. There's little fires that start to break out as campfires get toppled over and lanterns break. There's a lot more panic than damage in the kingdom at this point. People don't experience a lot of earthquakes in Santopia. It's literally a kingdom built out of sand and sandstone, and so it's able to kind of shift easily with the tectonic activity of the land. So you guys are kind of freaking out because you've never experienced an earthquake either, and a lot of the kingdom hasn't. So the earthquake goes on for a couple more seconds, but Captain Drake springs right into action. You guys watch him start to immediately send soldiers different directions, and he's like helping somebody up that has fallen. But after a few seconds, this kind of tremor activity, the shaking of the ground and the walls and things falling over stops very, very quickly. It does not last long at all. Maybe 15 seconds. It feels like forever, but in retrospect, it's not. And when those tremors stop, the most terrifying thing happens next.
You're not going to use this song?
You all hear a loud screech bellowing beneath you, deep underground. Captain Drake whips around. Everybody pauses and listens to this loud screech. Many of you probably don't have a frame of reference for what it is, but it just sounds like some large beast to you. Bagarath may be the only one that has any sort of context. He, coming from the desert, would know that there are a lot of desert beasts that make really loud roars, like giant worms and dragons. Something similar to that. So, as you hear this roar, that roar almost creates its own little mini earthquake as the ground slightly trembles with the bellowing of this creature, whatever it is beneath you. You all turn to Captain Drake, and you notice that he's got as being as intimidating as he is, he's noticeably showing a little fear. And he says that, and he cuts to you all and says, "That came from beneath. That came from the city, from the Santopia cisterns." He looks around at the damage and the panic happening and says, "I need to get a handle of this. I need to do my voice. I need to get a handle on this." And he points around to all the mass chaos happening around. "You four, make yourself useful. Get down there and see what that was." And he points to the tower. For frame of reference on the map, players, it's bottom left corner. So I can ping it for you if you want. Off here to the bottom left corner. You guys see where I'm pinging?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he points down and he says, "Get a handle on this. Go down there and report. The cisterns aren't far." And tells you to go that direction. Luca, you're from the kingdom. Everybody else is sort of outsiders, but you would know the cisterns to be the water source for the kingdom. Underneath the land of Santopia, the kingdom, is a giant well that feeds the different boroughs and sections of the city. It's run by the dwarves of the kingdom, and they're basically the public water works. They manage the water going up through a bunch of series of wells to the castle and the different areas of the kingdom.
Gerbil has his shoes on his hands, and he looks at Luca, and he's like, I don't think we have to, right? Like, we're not qualified, right?
Yes, evidently not qualified.
Gerbil just kind of gets like miffed at the side comment, like puts his hands on his hips, like full shoes on his hips, just kind of like strides in that general direction.
We
I'll
should
say to the
probably
captain,
follow him.
why send us? What's going on down there? I think you know more than you're letting on.
And he gets frustrated, kind of narrows his eyes at you, Luca. I have to get a handle on this. That, I do not know what that was. I only want you to tell me what it is while I get this crap, and he points around all the chaos, under control. I will get you a army down there to help. Just go down there first and tell me what it is. I'll be right behind you with more backup. And he kind of starts to about face and head off in the direction to get some help and get things under control. And he has left you.
Once he's gone, I'll say to the party, we can just make ourselves scarce until the backup shows up.
I'm fine with that plan.
Or we could go ahead and scout it out and just run if there's anything dangerous. Alternatively, it might be safer from falling debris down there.
I don't know how good you all are with dark, dank, wet spaces with monsters, possibly.
My house.
Is anyone good with
You're
those
describing my home. This sounds lovely.
Perhaps
Forgot we have killer
you might want to check it out.
Well,
I'm not
I think it
very
wouldn't be
good
hurt.
at swimming.
Either way, I think we should be nearby when the reinforcement shows up, so at least we have plausible deniability that we did in fact do our job.
Yes,
that makes sense.
As long as we make it
I'm all
look
about
like we're doing our job,
Mm-hmm.
we should be able to pull this off.
Now you're learning.
I see.
So yeah, I think we're gonna head that way and maybe decide if we're actually gonna post our heads in once we get there.
Okay. You start to make your way. So the entrance to the cistern is a series of doors that exist on the inside of the big turrets that make up the city wall. So as you go to the bottom corner, let me see if I can get that a better view for Twitch to see also, so we can all see what we're talking about. As you make your way there, you know that there is one door that leads down into to a network that goes underneath the city. These doors are pretty heavily guarded, so to your surprise, when you approach, the door is blown off the hinges. The earthquake has caused the doors to be fully exposed, so there is no door that has a bracing arm in front of it, like a secured area you would think it to be. Many of you aren't as familiar with Santopia, but you would think that the city's water supply would be pretty well guarded, so as to not have anybody, steal or poison or anything like that. So when you approach, you see that the door's been shooken off their hinges, and there is no guards there. Matter of fact, there's some, looks like personal belongings that were just left behind. You open the door, you don't see any activity. Everybody's kind of ran away from this area. There at the door to the turret of the city castle. And let me get that. There we go, finally. 1 second, Twitch. We will get that for you. The party is going over here. I'm just going to zoom into that corner.
He's zooming.
So that bottom corner, Soldier's Row, being the closest kind of burrow to you in front, but it's that kind of bottom corner right there. There's a little door that's kind of on, that kind of is there in that side of the wall of the city. It's been shaken off the hinges. There's some steps that lead down into the actual turret, the city wall, actually into the city wall, and then it looks like another series of steps that go down under the city.
Well, Rathaga, do you just want to go take a look since this is kind of your jam?
I would love to go check this place out. This smells wonderful. I'll go take a look.
Smells wonderful.
What a wonderful smell you've discovered.
Ah, I bet that place smelled great. Anyway, yeah, I'll go down.
Okay.
Gerbil's incredibly relieved to hear this.
You
Gerbil,
just-
come with me.
I wipe the sweat off my brow with my shoe.
You get a little blood on there from your gaping
Oh, no.
wounds. All right, Rathaga, you go down. You go down to a landing. You're inside of the turret, that section of the city wall. It's pretty well lit here. There's a few lanterns hanging up. It's sandstone construction on the inside as well, and you're on a little landing. You can look up the series of about 4 or 5 stairs, and you see the party just looking at you. Do you choose? There's a stairwell behind you that goes back underneath the kingdom. So it's almost like you go into the city wall, and then you turn around and go underneath where the party is standing on the ground right now. If you can envision that.
Okay.
So, do you choose to go down?
Yeah, I'll walk down the staircase.
Okay. You walk down the staircase. You show up to a landing. Are you popping magic already?
Not me, not yet.
Oh.
No, just simple magic. I'm going to cast message so that he can keep in contact with us.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little walkie-talkie spell that's going to let
Nice.
us keep talking. So I think I am going to head down behind him. Maybe me and Bagarath will be the hanging
Yeah,
back.
he might get scared if he's by himself.
And,
So,
and you know, if there's something worth joining the advance party for, we will. But we'll hang back. Probably not the full 120 feet, but enough that we stay in range.
Okay.
I'll be happy to guard the door. I got this, guys. So
Look out.
yeah.
So I sent some stuff into the Discord. Paul's right there, folks. If you're not on our Discord, you need to get on it. I'm putting some exclusive content to this campaign there. It's the best way to interact with the campaign. And yes, party, they're pretty crudely drawn maps, but you will need them for this section of the next series of what's going on, and I'll explain both here in a minute. So you guys kind of follow Rathaga's lead. Rathaga, you go down the second series of steps, and you open into a cavern area that is still pretty well lit. A couple lanterns and torches that are lining the room. And in this chamber, it's pretty small. You walk in and you see off to the left corner is 2 dwarfs. One unconscious, laid out on the ground. Looks like a rock hit his head. There's another dwarf that looks pretty badly injured as well. He seems to be bleeding off of his shoulder and on his arm. He's braced it. He seems to have made some sort of a makeshift bandage for it, and he's attending to his friend. And he turns around and eyes you, Rathaga. Have you came to help? Who are you? Like, if you came to help?
Yes, we're here to help.
Aye, good on ya! Please help us down there! He points down. I've got to help my friend! Help us! And his stubby dwarf's like trying to get you to go further down into the cave, and then he goes back. Come on! Come on! I gotta think of a name now. Give me, what's a good dwarf name?
Juicy.
Husey? Husey! Come on, Husey!
Okay, sure.
I like Husey. I would put that in my notes. Husey! Don't die on me, Husey! Love it.
I think before I follow him down, I'm gonna wait for this Bagarath to get to me, because it was Bagarath, and who else is coming down?
Me, Luca.
Oh, okay, Luca. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna wait because I'm not following this guy down further into the depths without some reinforcements.
I think someone said juicy up there, so
No, that's me!
I do not want
I said
to have
Husey!
anything juicy in the sewers.
I was gonna follow this guy, and then he said his name was Juicy, and I was like, I'm gonna wait for my friends.
I need an adult.
I need an adult.
So what kind of direction is he leading us?
You've gone underneath.
Like, if you looked at the map, would it be like north? Would it be
So if you're still,
northeast?
if you still are looking at the map on stream, that corner where you went in, you basically went into this turret in the corner, and then you went underneath where you were standing on the ground on the outside. So, like, basically, you're in a chamber that right above you, the ceiling above you, you were standing on top of. Does that make sense? Like, you just ascended basically one flight underground.
Yeah. Well, based on your map, it looks like there's like 4 different.
You're working ahead, PS Zombie. You need to stick to the story. I haven't inserted that map yet.
What do you mean? Oh, we're in the first map?
No, yeah, you're kind of just sitting in that map for right now. This is just a small chamber, and then I'll introduce those other 2 maps here in a minute.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted you to meet Husey.
So there's only one one way down right now.
Correct.
Because I'll tell you what I'm interested in.
Okay.
I'm interested in going under the inner palace,
Mm.
seeing if this earthquake opened anything up.
Interesting.
Okay.
And I'm willing to go along with anyone's plan as long as it takes me that direction.
Nice. Perfect. Classic Lucan. Well, right now you're in a very small chamber, small kind of room, that just has kind of a forward passage and the passage you're coming from. It's like a hallway. And then this guy's telling you that he's trying to get his friend Husey. It seemed to knock some stuff down deep. Don't know what's going on. My friend knocked his head out. I need to help him, but if you can go down and help my friends, I'd appreciate it.
Well, we'll come have a look. We're very official liaisons of the king and queen and mountain folk and captain of the guard. So very official, folks.
We're very important.
you're pretty
We have a
needy
lot
for
of
somebody we just
Irons
met.
in the fire.
By the gods,
And we're here
Husey
to
was
help,
saved by
and-
famous people. Husey, can you hear me, Husey? He just wakes his friend. His friend does not look good.
Well,
Is Husey the
Perhaps.
unconscious guy?
Yes.
perhaps I
Lost.
can do something for this person. Let me see. Are we at Husey yet? Can I-
Yeah, you want to help Husey out?
Yeah.
Are you going to help my friend Husey?
Yes, I will help Husey.
I'm like trying to pull an accent in, and it's coming out like characters from the movie Brave. I don't know why. If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? A wisp. Follow the wisp.
I'm gonna do
Alright.
lay on hands. So, Bagarath walks over to who he thinks name is Juicy, and puts his hands on and
you got to know their
like,
proper name to use the spell. That's how it works.
why isn't this not working?
It's pronounced
and-
juicy.
Oh, that's not as cool. All right, let me see.
And
I don't
I'm
know how to-
Melvin. Melvin and Juicy.
What a
Hello.
team.
I feel it is my duty to make sure you do not die immediately. So I'm going to bless you slightly, very slightly. You see, equal to your paladin level times 5. So my paladin level is 5, and
25.
5 times 25.
Doing a lot of help for an NPC. Very paladin of you.
I am a paladin at the core.
He doesn't have to use it.
We have to be optimistic in these dark times.
So, are you just getting a
Yes,
little
we have to be
splash?
opportunistic in these dark times.
Luke,
Sure.
Lucas eyeing his eyes down the chamber more. He's like, yes, yeah, of course, yeah.
Verbal
Yeah,
against his better judgment is watered
he's
down
more
to
of a paladin of like a moral gray area.
Nice.
Anyway,
The
a little
champion
bit
of
chaotic good.
You guys see Gerbil coming in behind you with his hands in his shoes.
walking. I got more curious than scared, so
Husey, now that I've saved your life and you owe me big time, where do we need to? What direction would we go to investigate the palace foundations, perhaps?
Husey, you're alright, Husey! Yes, I'm alright, thank you. And he tries to pat you on the back, or just reached up and reaches for you as a thank you gesture. And then Melvin turns to you all and says, "Thank you for helping my friend Husey. You need to go straight down here through 3 different corridors to get to the underground cistern." And he points you down the hallway. "We'll be back to help as soon as Husey's better. I need to get Husey up, my arm patched up, and we'll be right behind him."
well, those are
Okay.
some really enthusiastic friends.
Yeah, we just keep
good
walking
deal.
on, I guess.
Okay.
If you run into anyone, tell them we saved you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
What do we call you?
Husey,
What do we
anyone.
call
Maybe
you
don't tell them your
3?
name.
What is your names?
I'm Gerbil. I lead this clan of warriors. I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't know why
Thank
I'm
you,
saying that.
Gerbil and Warrior 3.
Gerbil just sometimes reacts out of anxiety.
We will tell the tale of Gerbil and Warrior 3.
I love how Gerbil he
Bravery.
continues to get all the credit somehow for everything.
Somehow manages to steal all the credit.
Shows up late to the party with shoes on his hands, and it's Gerbil the Warrior 3.
Gerbil Warrior 3.
This warrior leader with feet for hands appeared out of the darkness.
They're delicate, my hands.
Like as the dwarves are running upstairs, I'm like, he wasn't even here.
Yeah. It's just like, who is this little monster who keeps taking credit for everything I do?
Flash forward 2 weeks ahead, and he's walking through the city square, and that's the man that saved Husey. Gerbil the Warrior 3.
Gerbil's over there playing with some pebbles he found, and they're like, "That's the hero."
Clearly, he's brave.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, now you can look at one of the maps. So you see one of the maps has a little box with 2 circles in it, and one path on one side of the box and 2 paths on the other side of the box. So the next chamber you come in looks like that. You come in the single path towards the top of the box, and in front of you is 2 passageways. It's kind of a tight, confined room with 2 stalactites, right? The ones that come from the ceiling, not stalagmites. There's like small stalagmites to the side, but there's 2 giant stalactites coming in front of you, and past each stalactite is a passageway, a left and a right. And that's what the diagram is supposed to be. I know it's not.
Cool.
I'm no climate changer, so that's just what it's. You're gonna have to use your imagination on the rest.
Is it wise to go under stalactites in an earthquake?
Good question. You want to do a
Good
point.
perception check?
We're already underground.
Sure.
True.
Isn't the whole Earth a big stalagmite right now?
Whoa.
Unless you can fit in small spaces.
Left and right. Do me a favor. Somebody just roll me a D2. Just a really quick D2 roll, please. Thank you. All right. Rathaga, you guys noticed between the 2 stalactites, the one. How did I put it in the Discord? 1 second. Okay. If you're looking at the map, it's the picture of the box. The circle to the bottom left is completely together, no visual cracks, a nice looking stalagtite. The one next to it, on the other side, that would be on the right side of the box, is visually cracked. Pieces of it have fallen off. So you just notice that one is broken and the other is not, is what you notice, Rathaga. That's a really good perception check for Luca. Luca, you notice similar. One stalactite is very intact, the other is slightly cracked. But you getting some bad vibe from that nice looking stalactite. You're getting some bad vibes from that nice looking stalactite. Can't quite place it, but you're a little wary of it. And Gerbil and Bagarath are just staring forward.
I'm not positive I can see anything.
Okay, nice. How are you following them? Are you like holding them?
We're just holding hands.
Nice. It's
Actually, he's holding onto my shoe.
That's,
Like,
It's
do we
shoestring.
have any light, or is it all? It's just a dark.
So far, the adventure for you underground has been pretty well lit, but this chamber is only lit by 1 lantern, so it's dimly lit.
Okay, I have oil and a lamp. If you want that, you can have these little lamp.
That would be wonderful.
I have dark vision, so I don't especially need it. So I'm happy
nice.
to give it to you.
We'll play.
I can hold the candle and the lamp and all of that. I'll probably be very unstealthy, so you guys might want to stay back or go in front of me. Either way.
I'm hoping not to get in a situation where we even need stealth. I don't want to be that close to danger.
Maybe we should just throw some rocks down the.
Yeah, I'm going to say both of these stalactites look bad. I don't like it. Does anyone have any way to poke at them or something? See if They're gonna ball.
There was a cave by my house growing up. We used to call the stalactites the udders of the earth, and we would lick the water off of the tips of them. I could try that if you want me to.
You're welcome to try.
Please do that. I was about to recommend Gerbil.
Sure.
The ushers of the earth.
What a hero.
So great.
I guess Gerbil walks up.
And the Warriors 3. Classic.
Which one of these should I suckle from?
Suckle from.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, try the one from the right.
Lucas, like maybe this will fall, idiot.
This is gonna be great.
We need to know what's gonna happen.
So,
Sure.
When you-
However it gets done.
so just so you know, the one on the right is the intact stalactite. The one on the left is the one that is crumpled. So you guys are going. You told him to suckle the one.
I'm sending him towards the one with that looks nice but has bad juju.
All right, sounds good. All right, go ahead and try to suckle.
Can I grasp onto the stalactite with my shoe-adorned hands first to kind of get a sense for its stability?
You can.
Okay.
Get a
Got it.
sense for its suppleness.
Yeah, just make it, like detecting its general, integrity. And then I just, gently, take a little, a sample off of the tip of the stalactite. And I kind of graze my my burn a little bit on it, and it kind of stings a little bit.
Okay, once you do that, a tentacle comes around and wraps around you. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh man, of course.
What have we done?
You know what we've done.
Hang on 1 second. Let me get the initiative board, the turn counter up. Ow! Sorry, I didn't get your register your roll there.
Yeah, we got to put our tokens out, and select token and all that.
There we
Oh.
go.
It's so dark.
Sorry, y'all. Remind me again where it is.
On your
Where
Oh,
it
I
is?
see.
about the middle.
I do the thing.
Dang, boy.
I did it.
The suckle did you good. Drag your token down onto the map, please.
Copy that.
And
Yeah, so if you drag your character sheet to the map, it'll give you a token, and then you have to highlight the token,
Ah,
and then roll initiative, and then it'll finally add you.
love that. Do I get to
Roll
keep my old initiative roll, or do I just have to suffer
You can,
through whatever
yeah,
I get this time?
whatever you roll with the new initiative, you can just change it to the old.
Copy that. Where's my token?
It's not letting me drag my character sheet.
I just grabbed it for you, buddy. You're on the
Thank
map,
you.
So you should be able
Appreciate
to
you.
Who made
Is
this?
that you, Gerbil, in the...
Am I somewhere else?
I see Luca, Bagarath,
Is that me?
and I'm gonna pull Gerbil too.
Thank you.
There you go.
I still don't see me.
Your character
I'm very
design,
scared.
The character design that you picked is like very much the shade of the Sandcastle, so it's kind of hard to see.
Oh.
But you're next to Gerbil. You see him?
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
Gerbil,
Oh, wow.
can you move yourself
yes,
next to
transparent.
my token, please?
the full immersion?
I think I can.
Between me and Luca Jesus.
So I can't move that version of me for some reason. I had this problem last time, I think. Let me see if I can drag. I'm trying to drag my name to the thing. Is that the wrong thing to do?
Yo, that's perfect. Now you got control. I see you moving them.
No, that wasn't me. Give me this. I
Can
want
you
it.
move that one?
I has that. Give me that. Wait, let me see.
Let's have a look. See.
I'm just. Oh wait. Oh, I got one. Okay.
Hey,
All right. I was dragging from the wrong location. My blunder. All right. And you want me to sit next to Luca Jesus? You got it, buddy.
Between my token and Luca. My token is yeah. There you go.
Done and done.
Done and done.
Okay, and then I'm going to add your turn to the. Let's see, use that 22. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22.
My initiative is real high. Okay. And then the roper is going to take its thing.
The what?
A roper. This is a large monstrosity, folks.
Roper.
The roper.
Mr. Roper.
And it is going to, since it was perceived to be a non-threat, because somebody come to lick it, it's going to do a tendril attack towards Gerbil as kind of a surprise round, and then you guys will keep
Oh my
your
God.
initiative.
Oof.
And what does it say?
Not tentacles.
Tentacles. Why did it give you a 19? It's supposed to be a 22.
Does it have a -1 to initiative?
You mean my?
It
No,
has
I'm,
a negative dex score.
I'm not talking about
Oh.
I'm talking about Gerbil's initiative for some reason.
You can't make it 22?
No. It's
Can he not edit it himself? I could edit my own.
Can you go there into the turn order and edit it, Ledbet?
Let's see. Yes. Oh, sorry. Boop boop.
Boop, boop. It's not letting me. Okay. Come on now. Well, my roll 20 is just being silly biscuits.
It said not today.
Roll20 is the greatest program in the history of mankind. There's
Yeah,
no way
sure.
being a non
Yes.
Okay. Target is grappled, so you are grappled, Gerbil.
Okay.
Target is restrained and has disadvantage on checks and saving throws. I don't think it actually does damage. Let me make sure to read. I think it just grapples you. Yeah, it's just a grapple move. So you don't take any damage with that, but you are grappled. And then it is Gerbil's turn.
Okay, good. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I mean, obviously I'd like to be ungrappled by this tendril or this tentacle. I've got. I do have an acrobatics skill. Would that be helpful at all?
Yeah, acrobatics is how you try to break out.
Okay. Should I give that a go then? That seems to be like the only way I can get out of this thing.
Should. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Oh wait, yeah.
One second. Having to readjust some stuff on the stream so everybody can see. Here we go. Okay. So you rolled a 6. That's not going to do it. You got to roll. 15.
Yeah, sorry, something happened with my edge. It like crashed or something. And I'm working on getting my camera back up.
You lost your edge.
I lost my
Gerbil just kind of like lets out a guttural moan and does like a squirrely like you know like you know a gerbil noise.
You know, a girl.
Licking a stalactite.
Yeah, you know.
Oh no!
As you do.
As you do. When in the cave, you know.
Yeah. All right, so it is now the Roper's turn. And the Roper is not Bagrath, so I don't need to open his sheet for some reason. That's what I put down. Roper, oof. Okay, it does. It's already got you tangled with its tendrils, so it can't use its tendrils again. It is going to do a reel. Well, it can't reel you either because it's got you already. So it's clasping onto you. Its tendrils are kind of making like suckling noises as it's kind of gripping you tight to it, and then it's going to get you. You notice that it looked like a stalactite, and it still kind of does. Its tendrils have come out from the base of the stalactite and have kind of whipped around and grabbed you. And then you notice that what looks like to be rocks, like a rock face, you notice that there's a crack that appears and it's got 2 sharp teeth and it bites you.
Ooh.
For 14.
Oh,
14
man.
hit? Well, does 14 hit? What's your AC?
My what?
I think it might miss.
Yeah, I was about to say. Look at your character sheet where it says AC.
Oh, my armor. It's 15.
Okay, yeah, it misses barely though. It's like it's a little distracted that you got very intimate with it very soon.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. I'm just waving my shoes at it, like no.
Okie dokie.
It's like Earth Mother, your love is too strong. I don't know. Gerbil has a lot of beliefs.
Luca.
I'll say, it seems the utter has become the utty.
Gerbil throws one of his shoes at Luca.
Well played.
Yeah. Oh, right. I have to actually take a turn, is what you're saying.
Yes, I am saying that.
I think he
can't
should
just
win the
make
entire
that
battle
pun.
with that line.
The monster dies because of the pun. And
Dies.
It just,
It just goes. Oh! It just, like, dies.
Okay, let's see. Maybe I can do something. I'm trying to see which of my most of my spells only work on humanoids. I'm more of a people pleaser.
You weren't expecting to have to deal with a tentacled stone monster?
I mean, not as such.
I'm still amazed that you licked it.
Well, you know.
What a legend.
I was gonna say. I'm not.
Aye, he is a legend.
All right, I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force.
Good gosh, what does this do?
Oh, jeez.
It's a lot of words on this sheet here.
Oh gosh, that's way too much text.
Craft
So-
illusion.
So this is the same one that I used on the shark earlier, where I make an illusion that'll it'll do psychic damage to them, and also potentially, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you have to do an intelligence saving throw, and I'm gonna go ahead and do cutting words.
Oh, you lucked out. It's got some bad intelligence.
Yay!
He's dumb.
Oh man, yeah, that fails a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna make an illusion of. I feel like Gerbils in my head, so I'm gonna make a giant milkmaid, and it's gonna be but she's gonna look like a giant. You know, she'll look like kind of like a frost giant, like blue skin milkmaid, and she's gonna be attempting to milk these tentacles, I guess. And so let me see if it does anything on the first turn. A visible phenomenon. It's only visible to the target. It really is way too much text. Okay, it can investigate. Each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage. Alright, so it's going to try to milk it too hard to do a little psychic damage. I need to make a macro for this. I'll just roll it now. Alright, so that's going to be 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to give Gerbil Bardic Inspiration. I'll be like, Gerbil, I know there's no need for me to help you because you got this.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
So now you can add...
I like it flailed around.
Yeah, I think you can add 1d8 to a skill check or attack or whatever. Let me see. It might be 1d10 now. Time wasted time.
To die.
Yeah, it's a d8. So you can add a d8 to your next, to any skill check or attack roll that you make.
Awesome.
And that'll be, I'll end my turn. I want to be, minimum of 20 feet away from this thing.
Got it.
So, however far is able to be.
You could go up to about 30 feet if you wanted to, away.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just go ahead and max out.
And that's about the end of the room.
And so I'll also, yeah, that'll be up. That's
Okay.
But it's my turn. Bagarath's going to run over to Gerbil while he's grappled, and he's going to say, "Oh, you truly are a hero. I will give you a warding bond, and you can deal with this." And so, basically, he gets extra AC and a +1 on all saving throws.
Nice.
And has resistance to all damage.
Wow.
Thank you, Bagarath. I'm
but-
honored.
Nice.
if he takes damage,
Dang,
Bagarath
that's-
also takes damage.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Are you willing to be warding bonded?
Gladly, as I flail around in this tentacle.
Okay,
Yes,
that's,
brother,
that's
I'm
probably all
honored.
I'm gonna do. I'll just. I think you can take it from here, Gerbil.
Do you need some of my blood? And I just kind of like lean my like messed up face towards him.
He kind of like shakes it off his hands, like icky. That's a great face brand. Yeah.
Thank you.
Get some sister music playing in the background.
Nice.
So there's sort of now like a weird wispy kind of black fog that's kind of connecting Herbal and Bagarath.
Nice.
All right.
And that'll
That's a really-
end Bagarath's turn.
I never got to use it, but that's really cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So remember, you have that. All those
Okay.
benefits. So you know,
Okay.
put a note that you got a +1 on your AC. Resistance means you're taking half damage to pretty much everything. So I'll tell you
Cool.
the type of damage you need, just half the number. And then you have
Okay.
advantage on all saves. Is that what that was?
You just get a +1 on all saves.
+1 on saving throws.
And AC.
And I've got one d6 from the Bardic Inspiration. Wow, you all
1d8.
thanks. I feel so special.
I'd like to think that like the
1d8.
magic running through him is like awkwardly glowing through the face brand, you know?
yeah.
Becomes
That's
the
awesome.
new access to his like chakras.
Turns it
Bagarath,
radioactive.
is this how you feel all the time? Like, he feels kind of like he's got the... Yeah, he's got that like taste of electricity in his mouth. He's like, you know?
All right.
You may need to
Well,
seek medical
While we're
attention.
fairly far from my turn, I'm going to try restarting my computer, see if I can get my camera back up. Just give me 1 second.
Sounds good.
But you guys keep going. I'll be back by my turn.
Okay.
We're kicking over to Rothaga.
So I'm gonna walk over to Gerbil while he is bound by this thing, and I'm gonna look at the monster and say, "This isn't very tentacool of you." And then I'm gonna look over at Luca and just desperately hope for his approval with a pun. And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Gerbil to help
Thanks.
him regain some hit points. So basically regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
You did the basic cast, so that 12 points, because the 5 would be if you upcast it.
Up. I just did whatever it told me. Hold on.
Okay, so
Just at regular, just at 1.
So regular would be just the 12.
Gotcha. Hold on. Sorry, Gerbil. I promise this will help.
Yeah.
Wow, it really is Gerbil in the Warriors.
Every,
He's the hero of the story.
who would have thought?
So,
Who seriously would have thought?
oh, there's so many spells given in. All right, which one are you doing, Alex?
Sorry, just the last one that I cast. So, 11.
11. Got it. What's the healing word? What's the word?
You know it's gonna be bird.
Ah, nice.
I couldn't
The
not.
rock, the roper monster.
Brr, 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 brr.
Starts just going burr, 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 just out the side of its rock mouth. Burr, 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 burr.
Now we just wait for him to go crazy.
Cool. Did you do anything else?
I'm gonna now try and get away from this thing as far as I can. So I'm gonna. How far can I go?
Healing word is a bonus action. You have a regular action still if you choose to do it.
Ooh. Then I'm gonna try and take a shot at this thing before I run away like a coward.
Nice.
I'm going to. Let's see what weapons I have. I've got a great club. I'm just gonna hit it with my great club. So I will approach to the side here.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
Ooh.
Nice.
Barely, and it's got a high AC too. And you, nice.
Nice. So I've bludgeoned it for 8, and I've given Gerbil some HP. I am going to run away.
Do I need to roll a? You said a D4 in order to find out how much I got.
Do what now?
What do I need to? Was it a D4 that I should roll to find out how much I heal?
No,
Is
it
that what
was
it was?
11. It was 11 points is what he healed you for.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, giddy up. That fills me right back up to maximum. Thanks.
Nice. Perfect. Alright, and now I am running away.
You just hear me kind of like scream into the flailing wind. Thanks, Rothara.
I still think you're weird as I like run away.
Like I know, I do too.
All right.
I
I
think
still
that's
think
W
you're
for
weird
Rothara.
as you run away. That's fun.
All right, Gerbil.
Yeah, poof. All right, so can I attempt to attack this thing while I'm tied up in it, or am I prevented?
I think you're at this advantage. Let me look.
Right. I have returned.
You can welcome back.
Yay!
Somebody's doing a lot of spacebar clicks. Thank you. Oh, there it is again. You can attack. There's nothing except disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Is the only thing that's preventing you. So you can straight attack if you'd like.
Okay.
And you're like right up in his
I'd like
grill.
to.
I'm gonna break these cups.
What if let's see, I've got a spear and a longbow, but I don't think I should try to shoot it with a bow.
Let me back
I think
up.
that would be bad. Yeah.
Admire your tenacity.
Indeed. I think I maybe I like weasel this weasel this spear out from its like sheath and decide to drive it into the tentacle.
Okay.
Do I just click the item in order to do that?
Yeah, the attack area should be kind of bottom center of your sheet. Good golly. That's definitely going to hit. So,
Yeah.
click on the...
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, click on the spear part.
Just the name?
Yeah.
Oops. I feel like I did the wrong thing.
That's weird.
Is it this one? No.
There you go. That's what you
Thank you.
click. Okay, so you do 9.
I clicked, yeah. Okay.
All right. Cool. You hear it hiss at you when you do that.
Like, well, if you'd let me go.
Anything else from you, Gerbil?
I'm flummoxed by my current situation.
Mm,
Can I attack again?
you're in quite a kerfuffle. I don't
Indeed.
think your character gets a secondary attack, correct? Let me look here.
Okay.
It'll say extra attack on your character sheet if you get one.
Sorry, my internet's been a little slow today.
You do get one. I'm looking at your sheet right now. Yeah, you can get a. If you want, you can.
I do. Oh.
You could use that other.
I can use what then?
Yeah, just do another spear roll, like what you did for that first one.
Okay.
That's gonna miss.
What a swing from
Right.
24 to 7.
I know, for real.
It's
Wait, did you take piercing damage?
He has not yet.
I
He
think the
hasn't taken
monster
any
did.
damage
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
He will in a minute though when this thing tries to bite him.
Oh boy.
I'm really in it now. You're just like in a sitcom.
Whap whap.
All right.
Mom's gonna kill me.
The roper is going to keep you grappled. It is going to not use. It's all of its tendrils are keeping you grappled, so it's just going to use its bite attack. So bite
It's fine. Gerbil's our tank.
and misses. Weirdly enough, and it turn goes to Luca.
All right, so first off, the milkmaid's gonna milk it some more. Woohoo! The full 6 psychic damage. Let's go.
Okay.
Gerbil, you didn't use my bardic inspiration yet, did you?
No.
Cool. Then I am going to use the Vicious Mockery. Let me just confirm this works if we don't speak the same language.
I doubt we did. I doubt you do.
Because I'm going to say... let's see. It does not need to understand you. It's just going to get
Nice.
my intent. I'll say I've seen better udders on, insert joke here. And I'm not, Luca didn't insert a joke. He literally said insert joke here. He's not so crass as to say it himself, but the implication's there. So it's going to be a DC 15 wisdom save. Nice. So it's going to take 8 psychic damage, and then it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
All right.
Now everyone should say what they were thinking of. I was thinking of my grand.
I
What
was
was everyone
thinking,
else?
like,
So
I don't know.
Bagarath, it's just gonna say,
Fair enough.
screw it. I don't know what he was thinking.
Maybe.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm open to ideas though.
Bagarath doesn't know what an udder is. The armor doesn't have udders.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can
I don't
you
know
put
why.
armor on that?
breastplate.
But yeah, he's gonna pull out the great sword
Mhm.
and
It's a great sword. Wait till you see it.
So just wait till you see it.
it's pretty great. He's gonna slash at
It's okay.
the thing.
He's gonna slash at the beast.
Yeah, it's the tentacles.
Oh, slashing at the tentacles or slashing at the beast?
The tentacles.
Okay. So that's gonna hit. Do your damage. Okay, you see. So Gerbil is wrapped in 2 tentacles. All right, both of them are constraining him here. When you go to cut one, it pops off. He's still being constrained by 1 tentacle, but you killed off 1 tentacle.
All right. Well,
I
I get
see.
2 attacks. So guess what I'm gonna do with that next attack? Great sword, the tentacle.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Do your damage. All right.
You're a
It
monster.
drops
What the
Gerbil.
heck?
It drops Gerbil. Pops off another tentacle.
Yes.
Great job, Gerbil.
No, seriously, thank you. Just like as I flail on the ground.
Gerbil's like, I knew I could do it all on my
Be
own.
like, and Gerbil, that's not milk coming out of the tentacles. It's blood.
Gerbil like hastily puts the blood back on the ground.
Do you still have the shoes on your feet?
At least one of them is
hand-
near Luca.
That's true. One was thrown at me.
I did throw it at Luca with his too clever pun. I'm pretty sure that and you know, Gerbil, instead of being absolutely thrilled of being saved from certain death, he's still trying to think of where he's seen better udders.
It's like, nope, those are the best I've seen.
I don't know.
Right.
No, I think he's right. Yeah, I definitely. There's
I don't know how to judge the
a mountain
quality of
goat
an
that
udder.
had
The udders
remarkable
of the
udders
earth.
on our farm.
This is utterly confounding.
Actually,
That
I don't
would be
know
my
if
turn.
Two goats have udders. This one did. This one did. You know, Gerbil doesn't always know. It could have just been a cow that he thought was a goat.
That cow was mad.
They were mad?
They were mad. All right, Rothaga.
It was a hybrid. It was a very confusing farm.
That's what it was.
Alright, everyone is pretty near this guy still, so there's a couple more spells I want to try, but they could potentially hurt others, so I'm going to hold off on those. I'm going to come back in for another swipe with my club, I think. Because that's about the only thing I can do to really damage him right now. Sorry, I really do blend in super well with his background, so I have a hard time finding my character.
Hover
It's
your
to your advantage.
mouse over your picture in the turn
The
order.
enemies can't see you either.
This was a bad... Oh, right there. Okay, I was like, this was a bad call. Okay. So I'm just going to run back in and see if we can knock this guy down a few more HP.
What is that? The creature one.
What?
What's an HP?
What? Don't worry about it.
That's gonna miss.
No, just kidding, monster. I'm sorry. I was joking. I'm going to run back away. And that's it. I'm just going to leave everybody else just taking hits.
This was supposed to be your place. You were supposed to be comfortable here.
No one told you you had to follow me.
All right, it is Gerbil's turn.
Wait, is the tentacle monster dead or just like maimed by?
You look at it at the body of the tentacle, the kind of stalactite part looks to be a little beaten up, but not too badly damaged. It's got 2 seared off tentacles, and it has 4 that are kind of like popping out of the top of the base of it. It's kind of got like 4 perched tentacles at the top, and that it's not doing anything with at the moment. It's just kind of going. Mainly because it's not its turn yet.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, I'm not one to look a gift utter in the mouth. Nope. And I'm gonna run away from this thing.
Okay, it is within attack of opportunity range because you're like right next to it. So we get a swipe at you.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm willing to take that risk.
Okay. It's going to shoot a tentacle out at you as a reaction. It likes you too much now. You licked me!
That sounds
It
about
got a
right.
taste.
With a 20, that's going to hit. So it snags you with its tentacle as a reaction.
No.
Why? Just like yanks me back.
I think it likes you.
You want to use your action.
Do I get but I do have an extra attack turn, right?
You just used movement, so you didn't use an action. No, wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't use your action, so yeah. You want to do something, you can. And you've got
Okay,
that extra attack as well, so yes.
Brilliant. I reflexively grab there's a hand axe on my hip that I kind of yank and kind of do a cool little flurry and then go to chop back into this tentacle.
Okay. That's gonna miss it. It's the handle of your axe gets a little slimy. Then you miss the tentacle. But you can try again. You got that extra attack.
Dang. All right. But I still have an extra action.
Yep. That extra attack.
All right. All right. I'm gonna give that one more try. I kind of get my grip back on it and go for one more swing. How about that?
That's gonna miss too.
Huh?
It's kind of a small tentacle.
Dang. All right. Okay. Fine. he just kind of misses again, and then just kind of resigns to putting the axe back on his hip. It's like, okay, fine. This is my new home now.
It goes to its turn, and it has 1 tentacle around you, 3 perched at top at its base. Those 3 tentacles come back down, and they're going to each adhere to you, go and constrict you more. So now you have 4 tentacles binding you to the roper, and the roper monster is going to try to get a bite on you, and it's going to miss. So now you're grappled times 4, 4 tentacles to the roper monster.
Gotcha. Great.
You're all roped up.
I'm all roped up.
I'm all roped up. Luke, it's your turn.
All right. The old milkmaid's gonna do. Oh my gosh!
Okay, that's
Another 6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm not as good at fighting monsters, so I'm just gonna do kind of the same as last time. Do a vicious mockery, and I'll say, "You were made for suckling, but you just suck."
Nice.
That's That's
Do I need to do a save for that again?
15. Yeah, DC 15 Wisdom save.
Ooh, nice.
Failure.
Just
That's another
under.
6 psychic damage.
Okay.
That'll be it for me.
Alrighty. Think we go to Bagarath.
I also like how these are like not udders at all, but we're just decided.
Stuck on the udders.
Yeah, he just decided, you know.
Somehow cows are always
Decided that's how
involved,
we're
you know.
Now it can't be unseen, you know.
I will slice at the creature with the great sword.
Destroyer.
Nope. Hey, to help me out though, guys, will you just tell me if you're attacking a tentacle or the main beast? I would appreciate it.
Main beast.
Okay.
Both of those.
Both those miss.
Oh,
Yeah, mine were on.
what has become of me? He hangs his helmet in shame. You're not a good monster. That's all I have to say.
You're a bad monster.
Yeah.
Got it.
Bad.
Alrighty. It is now Rothaga's turn.
All right. Same as before, we got a lot of people around him, so instead of using my Thunder Wave, I'm just going to run back in, and I'm going to try something out. I'm going to try Call Lightning.
Okay.
See if we just hit this
Ring,
guy.
ring. Hard.
How big of a area of effect is that?
Spell fails. It looks like
60
everything within
foot.
5 feet. Everything within 5 feet. Each creature within 5 feet has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Here we go.
Except maybe Luca. Luca's got probably 10 feet.
Ooh.
I'm still 30 feet away.
That's right.
It's probably not good to be made of metal.
Well,
You'll be fine.
is this thing on the ceiling or is it on the ground?
This monster is on the ceiling.
So it might be more than 5 feet above then. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good argument.
That's a good point, yeah, because if it's 5 feet above... I'm just looking at the spell.
Well, Gerbil still has to because
It's like
it's rogue
reverse
Gerbil.
lightning. It like originates in the ground and goes to the ceiling.
It's stalagmite lightning.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cool sports drink.
Actually, it'd be a good name of a good band.
lightning. 500 milligrams.
I'm gonna.
Get your tentacle on.
That's a good argument. I'm
a
gonna
full
say
half cup of creatine.
that Gerbil is able to somehow dodge the lightning. And
I think I just put my feet together so it can't go through my body.
it's a dex save, right?
Yeah, dex save, yeah.
And the DC on that is.
Say in just a second. 21.
Okay, yeah, I definitely don't make it.
Womp womp.
So go ahead,
All right.
light it up.
Yeah.
Click for your damage.
Oh, you have to. It's let's see, D4.
3d10?
No, you've already got it right
yeah,
there.
3D.
You 18.
3d10. Oh, shoot, right there. Yep, 18. Okay.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. So you call your thundercloud, kind of mist up at the top of the cave ceiling around the roper monster, and the roper monster's already kind of beaten up a little bit, so it's heavily breathing. It's like, and you lightning. As the mist of the storm cloud forms, it gets darker and darker and starts to thunder, and then the lightning shoots out from the cloud. Like, for some reason, the soles of the shoes that are on Goebbels' hands are like able to be made of rubber, and so he kind of just like dodges the lightning. So he's fine, but the lightning strikes the roper and electrifies it and all of its tentacles. So with 18 damage, each tentacle has an HP. So you pop all the tentacles; they all pop from the electricity. So when that happens,
Cool.
they just kind of bust. You just see them go like firecrackers, and it drops Goebbels back down to the ground again. So this monster no longer has tentacles, and then the last part of the thunderbolt goes directly dead center into the beast and hits him for 18 points of damage directly. So I got to do the maths on that real quick, and it is breathing very hard. It's going. You see it crack.
Deal with it, monster jerk.
And it is
I
Goebbels'
was like
turn.
goading it.
Fitting Gerbil.
I like.
Delivered the final blow.
I use the shoe on my foot to push myself upright again, and I grab my spear and I chunk it towards his monster mouth.
Okay, give me a roll.
I think I did the click thing. There we go.
It misses.
Yeah.
Do another
All right.
attack.
Well, I'm clearly disheveled, but I'm gonna give it one more go.
Go for it.
Okay, that also misses.
Dang it. I'm too exhausted.
Yeah, clearly I've been completely spent.
Okay. It is the Roper's turn now. So on the Roper's turn, it spends an action to start to. You guys notice from the base of the Roper monster that it extrudes a tendril. A tendril starts to kind of give birth out of the top of its base where it meets the ceiling. You start to see this and you hear like a sliming noise as one tentacle is kind of starting to extrude out and be born, and now it kind of waves out in front of the middle of the beast, kind of rhythmically passing back and forth, eyeing each of you. And that is its turn. And it is Lucas' turn.
Okay. It's time to do it. I don't really have any big damage things, so
I'm gonna wreck
it. Gonna wreck it. I'll just do my usual turn. Ye old milkmaid, do her thing. For a big 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
Only it's extra weird because it's like as the tentacles are growing.
Oh, did not need that imagery.
Yeah, I don't need to think about it.
Okay.
And then I'll do my vicious mockery.
Nice.
What's a good mockery to send it? Hi, you're even bad at growing your tentacles back, you loser. And then I'll say to the party, it can't understand me anyways. So It's gotta do a wisdom save. Oh, it passes, so nothing happens. I'm like, maybe it can understand me. I could tell that was a bad one.
You see inside of the roper's head, there's young images of it growing up, and there's a daddy roper with big glasses saying, "Don't you listen to those boys
Oh.
in school bully you. You're a roper, and you'll always be a roper. You know what you are." And the young roper nods and smiles, and he's able to ignore the advances of playground bullying by Luca.
You know what I'm gonna say? Because it also grew up in this city, I'm gonna say it was literally me bullying it as a child. I was like looking down to Stuart Great, like, you ain't nothing. Look at you, you little loser. Bet you wish you were up here and cool and humanoid like us.
A small tear forms on its eyes as it remembers.
Oh no!
A little half elf boy yelling at it. Both the Stewarts.
We developed a whole backstory with this thing.
Right? This poor thing. He's just trying to go about his business in this cistern.
Yep.
We just ruin its day.
Just wrecked it.
Love it.
Just like has this weird little dude licking its tentacles. Like it's like, leave me alone.
You guys are always bullies.
Yeah,
It's been a rough
that's
day for you.
First this earthquake, now this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to survive the earthquake.
It's just not its day.
Right? No, not at all.
All right, Bagarath. Your turn.
Yeah, it's time to clean up this mess with another great sword. Swing. Here we go.
It's gonna miss.
16 misses. Wow. Okay. Let me see here.
It's gonna miss.
Sure wish you weren't so far up in the ceiling.
Dang it.
He, as a bonus action, he throws a stone at the creature.
Catches it
Just
with
a small-
tentacle.
small pebble.
Dang it.
Then he makes a rude gesture.
We just got a gang of bullies here.
Nerd.
You'd come down from there. Anyway, that'll be his turn.
Nice.
I like our strategy now is just like humiliating this creature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've given up
we're
on doing
just
damage.
being
We're
mean
just
to
being
it.
mean now.
You guys are so mean.
I've seen way cooler stalagmite creatures.
Like, yeah. We fought a spectator in the other campaign. It was way cool.
You've only got like 4 tentacles.
Not even anymore.
Now yeah.
Nice.
Nerd.
Another flashback where he changes his glasses for contacts at the glass store, and the man says, "And they'll never call you a nerd again." And he nods. And then another tear forms in his eyes about the contact. Nerd.
And you see little Luca and his mom walking down the store. Look at that huge nerd. Why is that tentacle monster
He
trying to
just
get
changed
glasses?
his glasses
That's
for
so
contacts. He's still a nerd.
Like the glasses were the part we were mocking. It's a tentacle monster.
It's
Obviously,
okay,
that's
champ.
bad.
You'll get 'em
Okay.
next time.
The
I
next.
think glasses make a difference. Brad Pitt is still hot in glasses, guys. It's not about the glasses. It's about how ugly you are.
The next memory is
It's so much worse.
the next
You
memory.
have feminine thighs.
The next memory.
I mean, you've
sitting
seen
in-
adult Luca. You can imagine child Luca was not a lot kinder.
The next image, he's in a counseling of a cosmetic surgeon who's talking about his tentacles and modifications, showing a picture,
Oh,
and
no.
he's nodding along. and it's by a roper doctor with a very nice hair. He's just like the stalactite, but with like a nice haircut on top, and he's just like pointing to diagrams. And another tear forms as he recalls that memory. and then at the end of the memory, it's Luca just walking by the window for no reason.
Hang on, I'm gonna go check who's in this plastic surgeon's office. Let's see all the uggos. Oh man, it's that roper again. There's nothing you can do to fix it, man. This is just your fate. You're ugly, I'm pretty. That's life.
It's your face.
He throws down the catalog and storms out. Rathaga, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna try and hit him with Call Lightning again. That seemed to work really well last time.
Hell yeah.
And if it's on the ceiling, then I don't have to worry about hitting anybody else. So
That's true.
let's try it again.
Just make
Fire the
sure
lightning.
to be knocking these spells off your spell slots. Keep
Oh
track of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, Call Lightning's persistent. He can do it every turn for only one spell slot.
And he does.
Woo! So that looks like it did 7 lightning.
Alright, the 7 singes the tentacle, but the tentacle still lives. And another bolt of the lightning hits the roper directly.
Good.
Cool.
And it is looking mighty messed up. It is Gerbil's turn.
Such a good spell.
Yeah, I like it.
Gotta play a druid one of these days.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna. It looks like I also have a longbow. I've got a lot of weapons apparently.
Nice.
So I'm gonna pull that off of my back and take aim at this monster. Gerbil's really loaded up with weapons. I didn't realize that I was such a deadly force.
It's because you're a hero. Are you taking
That's
aim
right.
at the tentacle?
It's because I'm
or
the hero. That's
beast?
absolutely right.
That is so inspiring.
At the beast itself.
Okay. Roll your damage. That's gonna hit.
Did that hit?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm having some audio issues, so I keep losing.
That's
I'm
a
gonna.
critical hit, mate.
Oh,
Yeah. Roll that
Yeah,
damage.
oh, I
That
will
is-
now. Here I go.
Look at his prowess with the longbow.
All right.
Finish him.
It is looking very beaten and bruised on death's door. Still alive, but close to death. You got another attack? You want to try?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna take a second swipe at it for sure.
Okay.
Pew.
Alas.
Can't
Nope.
win them all.
It lives another day.
I'm gonna try to rejoin the audio server because I keep getting a whole bunch of interference.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
I'm gonna make a mental note that if I ever play Luca again in another campaign, I need more stuff to deal with monsters. All of my stuff deals with humans.
Mm. Okay. It spawns another tentacle, and it tries to take a swipe at Luca and misses with the other tentacle, and that is its turn. So it is now Luca's turn. You with us, Ledbet?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. That basically
Sounds a little bit
the
better.
creature tried to take a swipe at you with its tentacle and missed, and then it spawned one more tentacle. So now you guys are dealing with 2 tentacles and the roper monster that's beaten and bloodied.
Oh boy.
And it is Lucas' turn.
I shall continue my traditional onslaught.
Okay.
4 psychic damage from the lovely milkmaid. And I'm going to make a better effort at Vicious Mockery this time. And I'll say, I give you a 2 out of 10 tentacle.
Beautiful.
Good.
Hey, it failed. Wow, it really is proportional to how good the pun is. It takes 8 psychic damage.
It gets lost in that pun so much so that you see its little mouth say, "How could you say that?" And it cracks into. You just watch as it fully cracks into and shatters
man.
onto the ground, and the beast
Cool.
is dead.
And I'll say, wow, he was so unimpactful. Even if I had met him when I was younger, I would not remember.
Hey.
Great. Just
He means
great.
nothing to me, and I feel nothing having killed him.
Amazing.
Yeah, this
Let's
is our
move on.
neighborhood.
So you guys step over the roper's body, and folks, players, I realize we're close to the end of our time together tonight. So just give me like 2 more minutes. I'm going to bring us to a close here, and then we could also retcon with a rest if you need it later too. So just let me do a little cutscene here. You guys extend down the cavern. It is a journey. It is at least a mile, almost 2 underground that you travel. You're going deep underground. And eventually you show up to the map that is in Discord, the second picture, to basically an underground lake. You are in the cistern. The water here is refined from the kingdom. The kingdom is blessed with soil that acts as a purification system. So any sort of rainwater and water from the sea comes down and is filtered through the layers of the earth and the sandstone and becomes drinking fresh water here in this pool, this underground lake under the city. You notice that in the lake, you saw circles on the map, there is a long cylinder that goes up from the lake through the ceiling. These are wells that run as water lines up to the different sections of the city. There is one in each corner of the lake, and in the middle there is a big basin that goes up and a small basin as well. The 4 wells on the exteriors of the lake are made out of stone. One of the wells in the middle is made out of iron, and one of the wells, the smallest of the well, is made out of mithril. It's a very rare and strong product. You notice that to be pretty majestic at first. It's very nice and plenty of water down here. It's calm. It's kind of weirdly lit with some natural lighting from fluorescent mushrooms and lanterns. But then something doesn't seem right about this picture. You guys notice that there is something down here that seems to be targeting the wells. A giant worm-like beast. Very long, and as it's curling around the water, it is trying to take out the different wells that are here in this area. Its mouth is a giant worm-like body that comes to a mouth. And the mouth is kind of like a dragon, like a wren, like a wayren mouth. It's got a long protruding mouth, and no visual eyes or anything, or crest or anything like that. Just a long protruding mouth, and it seems to be a dark and eerie. It's not a dark, sorry, like a lime green, scaly skin, almost like a rotting-like creature, and it seems to be trying to take out this area. And then it lets out that same familiar noise that scared you before, and you realize that you found something down here in the cistern. You found what is trying to take out the water of the kingdom, and you found the source of the earthquake. And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Cool.
Nice.
So that's been IBSTPSNIC. Also stands for I Built a Sandcastle this past summer, and now it's a campaign. Thank you all for joining us. Players, that was mighty fun. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Ledbet. Thank you to Climate Changer, and thank you to PS Zombie. And thank you all for finding us now or after the fact. This has been Monday Night D&D on a Wednesday night. We'll be planning to do some more D&D next week, and I hope you join us to see how this party will get out of this one. I hope everybody have a wonderful day and goodbye.
Bye.